Hi, I'm Chaplain Eric Dean. I'm endorsed with the North American Mission Board of the Southern Baptist Convention, and I want to take a brief moment to tell you why I became an Army chaplain and why I would encourage you to consider being one too. I grew up in a military household. My father served over 27 years in service, and as a part of that, I understand the culture and what it means to be in this military community. And so the military community, specifically the Army community, was always a part of something in my DNA. It was something that I loved and cherished and wanted to serve. My calling to ministry, however, looked a little different. Like many of you, I went through seminary, I went on to pastor churches, and that road led me into international ministry. I sensed missions being specifically in this, understood in the context of international ministry. So I went overseas, spent about 10 years there planting churches, pastoring churches, and immersing myself in the language and culture, becoming one of the people that I served, never thinking that that road would lead me back into military ministry. However, the Lord had different plans. As I began to pray about this and seek the Lord about this in the midst of doing that ministry over there, over a period of time, I sensed my God speaking to me and to my wife about His desire for me to enter active duty as an Army chaplain. So in the summer of 2006, we did exactly that. We packed up all of our things from Switzerland, where I was serving as senior pastor of a church at that time, and we went to South Carolina, where we started the chaplain basic course, and I entered active duty. And I'll tell you, since that day, I have never experienced more joy and more fulfillment and more of a sense of purpose than I have as an Army chaplain. So today, if you're on the fence, if you're wondering whether or not you should do this, if you're questioning whether God may be calling you to the Army chaplaincy, I would encourage you, go ahead and take a step of faith. Try it out. Go ahead and submit your application and see if in the process of that, your God doesn't make it clear to you whether or not this ministry is something for you to do. I would ask you, consider the call. It's a wonderful ministry and you'll never regret it.